difficult times also come after the show. And so just know that and just continue to work at it every single day.
Okay. National Garage Sale Day, decluttering. There's a contest. Tell me everything.
Yeah, well, I feel like my partnership with Mercari was a sign from the gods because I have had to do this decluttering for so long now. I mean, to be honest, I think, Jordan and I have moved every single year since we've been together, which naturally things just accumulate. And then over this last year with being gone so much and not being in Dallas and traveling, I went back to my home in Dallas and we have one room, a guest bedroom, that is just dedicated to all of our stuff. So partnering with Mercari and National Garage Sale Day, I got to declutter that space, find items in my home that I don't have a place for anymore, and I can sell them. I'm listing them on Mercari, and to celebrate the launch of Mercari Local, which is just another way for people to connect with their neighbors and sell maybe bigger items that are heavier, harder to ship. It is super easy. I have found a number of things that I'm selling on there, like a big piece of art. I have decorative lamps and stuff that if someone in my neighborhood buys it, once it's bought, a driver will come pick it up from my house and then take it to its new owner. So I'm telling you, if anyone's watching this and they've needed a sign to declutter their spaces, this is it. And we're doing a fun sweepstakes where people can upload photos of their messy spaces to MercariLocalSweeps.com, and there will be a winner who will get $3,500 to put towards reimagining that space. And also I get to help them with a little video consultation to bring that space to life again. So this is really fun for me. And I feel like it's a sign and a push that so many of us probably need.
Yeah, I think that's fair. How do you, because the sentimental stuff, you want to hold on to some stuff, but other stuff you're like, when am I ever going to use this, wear this again? Like what's the rule of like time to go?
Honestly, I wish I was thinking about this. If I would have done this sort of like assess my space every few months, maybe it's every 3 months, every 6 months, whatever that time frame is for you, but just trying to be more on top of it, it makes just decluttering your home so much easier and less overwhelming. And clothing wise, I used to say if you haven't worn it within like the year, it's gotta go. But I'm a hoarder when it comes to home goods, and I need to not be. Jordan is like really on me about all of the pillows and the artworks, and I'm just like, well, maybe we'll use it for a flip house, or maybe we'll use it for this. But at some point, you got to declutter, sell it, take that extra cash, put it towards making your space new again and freshening that up. So I think if you do it every few months, it is less overwhelming.
That's fair. I mean, makes sense to me. Jordan, for I guess for him, it's you have too many pillows and home goods. What is something that he has that's too much clutter? We got like football stuff lying around. Shoes.
That man buys more shoes of the same kind, like sneakers. So many shoes. He has more shoes than me, 100%. They're also bigger than my shoes, so they take up a lot more space. So we have probably like 4 boxes of just Jordan's shoes that he needs to go through and maybe declutter himself.
Wow, more shoes than you. I'm shocked.
Putting him on blast right now, but it's very true. Yeah.
Are you guys still living out of suitcases, moving every other day in Puerto Rico? Because that was a fun saga to follow on Instagram.
Oh, girl, yeah. We still have, that's another thing. It's like with being here and there and all over and all the travel, we have like tripled the amount of suitcases that I have. So I'm hoping on our final move, I can maybe sell some suitcases because I have way too many for one person should ever have in a lifetime. But yes, we're still living out of a rental. Like those aren't my photos. I'm just here living rental to rental at the moment.
I don't know if you've said this or not, but what is like the final, like what is the final destination? Like what are you guys going towards?
Well, we have our home in Dallas still, which
right.
we go back to and we are there, but we've been in Puerto Rico for almost like a year now. And when we came last year, we were just renting month to month and we fell in love with it here. And so we found a home that we purchased that we're remodeling right now to keep as a personal home. But then we also are doing a flip property here. So I have 2 projects that we're doing here. So we're here like solid, trying to knock that out. Oh, we love it here. So my whole thing is I'm going to be here and just, you know, see where life takes me.
I mean, I don't know how many times I'm going to have to ask you for a wedding update, JoJo, but I know that there have been wedding dresses tried on, which is a huge development, I feel like, from this back and forth in the last year. Tell me about getting to see your dress finally.
Well, I prepared myself for a really dark day because I just have been thinking about it. I first saw the main dress in 2019. Never saw it again since the first day I just chose it, which fast forward now we're in 2021. We've had to postpone twice now. Long story short, I went with Becca and Tanya, and they were there with me the first time, tried on the original dress. And I'll tell you what, the first time I tried it on, I think mentally I was just like putting that block up, and I was like, I don't know. Like, didn't get that initial reaction. So I was like, we got to try on all the new ones. Tried on all the new ones, and I came back to the original. So wow. I feel like that's a win.
I think that's definitely a win.
That's a win, and I'm saving money because I'm not buying another one.
That is probably a very good feeling. Do you think that, honestly, I mean, in your head, if you didn't like it again, do you think you would have been thinking about it though still because there was like a love for it? Or do you think if you really didn't like it, you would have been able to be like, okay, I'm done with you?
Oh, I very easily could have said no to it because I actually have two dresses. I have like the main dress and a reception dress, and I actually did say no to the reception dress that I tried on. I'm not going with it anymore. I don't know what I'm going to do now, but it's not going to be that one. So
okay,
I'm like 50-50, but the main one, we're good.
Good. Well, congratulations on that. Do you know you definitely want a second dress, or do you maybe just want to stick with the good one?
I think I do. You know, I've already mentally committed to the idea of like wanting, you know, it's been a long time coming for this wedding.
Yeah.
And I want to party, right? Like I want like a fun party reception dress that I can totally feel fun and let loose in, and that has a different vibe than just very strictly bridal. I still want it to be bridal, but I also want it to have a little bit more fun. So that's kind of what I'm going for. And I just feel like 2 years of waiting, I deserve two dresses.
I definitely think you do. Do you have another date set right now, or where are you guys at with that?
We do. We've literally, every time we postpone, it's had to be like 1 year out from the date because fall is not an option. Like, you know, Jordan's gone for football all fall. And there's only a couple months of the year where our venue is really thriving and beautiful because it is outdoors. And so it is just May of next year.
May of next year. So you've stuck with the venue the whole time too, right?
Yes. Venue's been the same. We love it. Also couldn't get our deposit back. It's totally fine. But we really do love this venue so much. And so we wouldn't want it anywhere else. So, yep.
So hopefully light at the end of the tunnel, fingers crossed for you guys. What would you say to those brides and grooms that are really just like trying to make it to that point too? I mean, hopefully you guys get there, but.
Oh, we're doing it no matter what at this point. I told you. Like, you know, I think it's just a personal decision. Like some people, it was more important to them to just say, listen, I just want to get married. I don't care about all this. And for Jordan and I feel like time has always been in our favor. And we've always kind of just taken things at the pace that we were most comfortable. And like, we've waited so long. Like I want it to be everything that we both dreamt of. And we wanted all the people there. So it's a personal decision. But I would say if anyone else is waiting, just know that it's going to be worth it. And that day is not any less special just because you've had to move it. If anything, it's more special. And so, you know what? Life happens. You just roll with the punches.
Yeah, you guys do. Keeping the dress, keeping the location. Is there anything that you have totally changed besides the reception dress that you
Honestly,
hate now?
No.
Okay, that's good.
Honestly, no. I feel like I'm a chill bride. I didn't know what kind of bride I was going to be, but I have like the best planner and the team that's helping me, and they've just been so incredibly helpful that the only stressor I've had has been just, do we have to push again? Do we have to, yeah. So no, everything's kind of the same. We'll kind of reevaluate the decor and the menu, obviously, because things change in time, but everything's kind of the same, which, you know what? It'll be great. We've had a lot of time in planning. Everything better be perfect.
I feel like I'm invested at this point. I cannot wait to see photos from this wedding.
It's going to be good. It's going to be good.
Did you watch Katie's season of The Bachelorette? I don't know if you did, but I wanted to just ask you.
Yeah, no, honestly, I have been really bad at being able to keep up. I don't have cable. I don't have the upgraded Hulu subscription, but I had followed along. And just last night when I kind of saw everything coming through about how it ended for her, I sent her a text and I congratulated her. And it's on the, the Bachelorette group chat that we all have. And it's just, as a former Bachelorette and knowing what that experience is like, and everyone's going to have an opinion, you get to see a glimpse of kind of how everything played out and people make their perceptions. But at the end of the day, the fact that she was able to find love and she's happily engaged to Blake, that is something that we all wanted for Katie and are excited for her. And so we all congratulated her last night. And I think the main theme of, when you wish the next Bachelorette well, it's kind of just like lean into each other. Don't focus on social media. Don't focus on people saying negative things, because it's going to happen, but you just got to trust in each other. Soak up this time together, because it is going to be so fun, so exciting to live your life, but also know this is when you difficult times also come after the show. And so just know that and just continue to work at it every single day. But we're all super excited for her, and I'm sure she is just so happy to be done with it. And she said that she's happier and more in love than she's ever been. So that is really, really exciting.
Oh, I love to hear that. I love the Bachelorette group chat. Is Michelle in it yet?
She's not in it yet. We need to get her in it. She just started filming, or I believe, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I'm excited to get her in there. I've never spoken to Michelle, but she was a favorite of mine watching her back. So this is fun. 2 Bachelorettes in a row. I love it.
I think, and imagine if I feel like we've got a lot of solid Bachelorette couples still together right now. I think they're still winning on Bachelors of who's still together, which I don't know if I've asked this before, but do you have a gut on why that is for the women being in charge, sometimes having more success?
I don't know. I think the joke is that we obviously just are smarter and we know better. And we really just trust ourselves and we follow our gut and our instincts. And we just kind of lead with love. And I don't know, but I feel like we know.
Very fair. Well, I hope you can get your cable figured out to watch Michelle's season, or maybe they can throw you, a free screener every now and then, JoJo.
You would think, because I'm really behind in all of my favorite shows, and it's upsetting. These rentals just don't come with the cable options,
Yes, I saw that you're buying a lot of Housewives, and I saw Jordan call you out on that.
Yeah.